guys, welcome back to another video. Yeah, we're doing the sorta underground video, sorta. Definitely an artist that's a little bit under the radar. Definitely an artist that I don't really hear a lot of conversation about. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be the first person on YouTube to make like a reaction video to this artist, cause yeah, we have Kindrid. I feel like I have to explain who the fuck Kindrid is, cause yeah, he's just not super well known. Anyways, Kindrid is like a mousetrap artist. Started about 2018. Honestly, I love all of his stuff from 2018 to now. I only discovered I had a song in my playlist from him from back in 2022, but I didn't realize it until last year for some reason. Or I think it was actually late 2023. I rediscovered that song. I realized, holy shit, this is really good. I should listen more of this guy. And I went through his entire discography, and it was all absolutely amazing. Everything from electro to D&B to very interesting styles of house and very dark clubbing music. Very interesting stuff. Definitely not what I normally listen to, but the execution and his attention to detail and production has just really drawn me to his style. His aptitude for putting melodic saws in sounds techno and electro has been super interesting, and I've just not really seen a lot of artists do the kind of sound that he's doing. But yeah, we are here. We're doing a reaction to him because last Monday, well, I think Monday. I should be releasing this video on Monday, so literally exactly a week before I dropped this video, he released his debut album. It is called Inertia of Solitude. It's a fairly long album. We're gonna be here for a while. But yeah, some really longtime collaborators of his, McKay and Cyberlily, are on this album. And yeah, this is a treat for any Kindrid fan. So if you're a Kindrid fan, come watch this video, man. Come on, where's the Kindrid fan base at? Where are the 4 people that are in the Kindrid fan base? But alright, yeah. We're starting with Inertia, the first track in the album. Let's go. I'm basically going in blind because I've only really heard Pressure, and I think I heard it once, and I forgot what it sounded like, so yeah, I'm practically going in blind. All purposes, all things considered. Yeah. Let's do it, man. just really like it. Very, very like a dark, clubby sound. Very, very like techno, man. Oh, powerful, powerful stuff. Gonna give that a flat 8. I think that's a really like interesting, like ominous, interesting like intro track for an album. Like, it just made me wonder like what the fuck is going on. Like, because like literally what is going on? Like, I don't know. I have no idea what to expect going into this album. Like, this guy in the past couple of years, he's made like 4 different genres and like jumped between them like seamlessly, basically. Yeah, that was Inertia. Inertia, definitely an ad. Very cool. Very, very good production. Yeah. Idea, a little bit simple, but yeah, definitely cool. Definitely works. Now we have Pressure. Transitioning into Pressure.
I've begun to get off the
maybe not. Very, very interesting. I like it a lot. Probably give that like 8.25, I think. I forget what I gave that on first listen. 8.25 for that. Very, very nice track. That is the debut single, and currently the only single that I've listened to. All right. Let's just continue. Next we have Drifting Dawn with McKay. I've seen McKay on a Kindred track before. I forget exactly which one, but I know that they've collaborated. Pretty interesting, like, drum and bass track a little bit. Yeah, definitely a lot going on in there. Like, you have like a little bit like very, very like progressive, like darker, clubby, inspired like D&B, with where like the production feels a lot more square, like borrowing less from bass music and borrowing more from like techno and like progressive house a little bit, like a little bit of electro house too. Yeah, Drifting Dawn, very very cool. Gonna give that an 8.5. I really really enjoyed that. That's definitely like, aside from like super super heavy D&B like neurofunk stuff, that's definitely one of my favorite kinds of D&B. Like, I can't exactly put my finger on it, but I just really enjoy that, man. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that is really good. That is, yeah, pretty easy 8.5 for Drifting Dawn. Now we have the next track, Last to Go by Ash Nova. Last to Go by Kindrid and Ash Nova. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. probably going to be like a 9.25. That's absolutely gas. Dude. Yeah, that's a 9.25. Beautiful atmosphere. Really, really good vocals. Really, really just good flow. Like it just draws you into its world and just does not let go. It's one of those tracks, man. Okay. Yeah. Elastica. Great shit, man. Awesome. Alright, we have Wrong Reasons with Kindred and Kaliza. Let's see.
I thought that you could, till I couldn't feel home. Then you left me, then you left me, you left me, you led me down this road, the loneliest I've ever known. Then you left me, you left me. Forgot who I was for
before we get into the next track, that's an easy 9. That's an easy 9. That drop, that I was not expecting that drop, bro. Like, honestly, like Kindrid hasn't really done that big, like that kind of bigger sound since like his early days. Like honestly, like kind of reminds me of his 2018 EP. Wow, dude. Wow. Yeah, man. He's really like just taking every style he's really ever done and put it into his album. Wow. Let's fucking go, bro. We're so back. Okay. We got Nothing Is Everything. Nothing is anything. I almost said nothing is everything. It's nothing is anything. Let's do it. This is technically not a single, it's an album track. Let's see. Softer sound so far. I feel like we might be getting this I'll be honest. I feel like that track, just the idea, feels like it could be on like a 1 minute track. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that could have been like max 1.5 minute interlude. Like, I don't really get why that was like almost 5 minutes. Like, what? Like, probably not gonna add that. That's like a flat 7 for me. Just like very, very drawn out. Way too drawn out for me. But yeah, we have Vindicta from Kindrid and Oral Umbra. I have never heard of Oral Umbra before. That's a new name for me. Very interesting stuff, yeah. You got some weird ass names when you're dealing with the underground, so let's find out what Oral Umbra's doing, man. Track 7, so we're now officially halfway through the once we're done with this track. bro. Like, when this shit exists, why are you playing techno? When this shit exists. Play this, bro. What are these freaking scene DJs doing? Good lord. Oh my god. Oh. Dude, that might be the best track in the album, dude. That's fucking disgusting. That shit is fucking disgusting, bro. Oh my god, bro. Bro, that second drop, the second drop, like, leads and shit had me like, what is happening? Oh my god, the production on that. Oh, so good. Oh. 9.5. 9.5. I don't fucking care. That's a 9.5. That is absolutely fucking gas. That is fucking gas. That is an absolute, like, club banger. That would go so hard in a club. Like, what the fuck, bro? That goes so fucking hard. That's fucking crazy. This shit is fucking crazy. We're only halfway through the album, man. Like, what? We have, like, 2 7-minute tracks later in the album. This shit's gonna be crazy. What is happening, man? Alright. We have Astral Solitude. Let's go. Got Astral Solitude. Let's find out what's happening. transition, but yeah. I'd probably give that an 8.75. Really, really good track as well. Definitely gonna be another ad, for sure. Alright, we have Covet, another album track that's not a like this, though I feel like it doesn't really do quite what like Vindicta does. Like it feels a little bit like a weaker version of Vindicta. Like I think it's a good track. Like I'm just not exactly sure if it's a playlist ad for me, to be honest. It like I don't really see how it does like a whole lot new, like where like the interesting like structure like writing comes from. that could be just me. I'm not not huge on Covet. But yeah, we have Infrared Dreams with Kindred and Jam to Go. I've never heard of Jam to Go either. They're a completely new artist for me. Let's do this, man. Shortest track of the album, 3 minutes and 45.
But for now, I'm here.
Very interesting one. Yeah, very interesting. Definitely has its own place in the album. Like, it's chill, but like a little bit clubby. It doesn't feel like it's trying to be this big banger thing. Like, it definitely has its own place. Definitely has its own kind of character as a track. Yeah, definitely an ad. Probably like 8.25, 8.5 range, I would say. Okay, time for like the last kind of stretch of the album. 4 more tracks: Doldrum, Long Night of Solace, Deathblossom, and No Pressure. Let's start with Doldrum, which is the longest track in the album at 7 minutes. About 7 minutes and 8 seconds. Yeah, I feel like I've said a lot of this in the past, but yeah. I think the production is fine. I like Victoria Liv's vocals here. Just not a fan of the pacing. Like, it just feels way too drawn out and not enough of a payoff for it to warrant being a 7-minute track. I just, like, if you're gonna make a 7-minute track, you need to pack a lot of that with, like, interesting stuff going on. And, like, I like the production. I like the overall idea. I just feel like it's way too dragged out. Like, it's way too damn dragged out for it to warrant it being 7 minutes. Like, again, I like it. Like, if this was shorter, I'd probably add it. Like, I just don't see how. Yeah, I just don't see how it does. It does a 7-minute. It's like it uses its 7-minute runtime super well. Like, I think Last to Go had like lots of like poor ambient pads and stuff that like made it worth it 6 minutes. This is not worth it 7 minutes. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, that's just my opinion. Those of you who love this kind of like production, yeah, sure, this is probably worth 7 minutes. Okay. Second collab with Cyber Lily, which is Long Night of Solace, track number 12. Let's get it. Yeah. Yep. Definitely enjoyed that. Drop at the end, definitely a huge highlight there. I don't know, just doesn't have the 9 feeling. I think this is the perfect example of an 8.75. Like, it's a really good track, just doesn't. It just, it almost crosses into the exceptional, just not quite for me. Yeah, Long Night of Solace, really nice. Definitely, like, I can see why this is a single. This kind of makes perfect sense as a single, both in like its placement and its like structure, I guess. Yeah, like it feels like it's selling like the different kind of like throughout its length. It's kind of selling like the different sounds, like the different kind of sound designs that the album is really going to be known for. Sorry, I'm jumbling my words. Okay, yeah, that's it for the singles. We have 2 more songs. We're almost done. This is the penultimate song, Deathblossom, which very interesting name, I gotta say. Definitely intrigues me, and it's 7 minutes. I am very I feel like just the production on Deathblossom is just a lot more interesting. Like, you have like a lot of more that mid-tempo kind of like depth and like kind of like bassy attitude that mid-tempo has, like that darker attitude. I feel like when you're doing a 7-minute track and you're trying to be chill and you're trying to be like clubby at the same time and also trying to be like uplifting, doesn't really work, to be honest. I feel like unless you have like insane like musicality and chords, and I don't really feel like Doldrum had that. But yeah, for a longer track, pretty damn good. I'm gonna give that a solid 8.5, I think. Okay, one last track, final track on the album, No Pressure, Kindrid and Victoria Live, which is obviously a sequel to Pressure, the second song on the album, which is also with Victoria Live. Let's do it, man. Closing with generally the same kind of production style. Enter the album. that was Inertia of Solitude by Kindred. I think my clear favorite is, my clear favorite is Vindicta. Vindicta, crazy electro tune. Uh, Last to Go and Drifting Dawn are pretty big honorable mentions. Those are really fire as well. Actually, no, not Drifting Dawn. Last to Go and Wrong Reasons. Wrong Reasons, absolutely amazing drop. Love that. Yeah, very interesting to see some more progressive mid tempo. I never thought that it was like an art. I'm kind of realizing now that this is an actual scene. Like, I always thought it was like an underground thing that maybe like one or two artists did, but like clearly, this album demonstrates that like Notaker is not the only person doing like progressive mid tempo. Like, there are definitely other artists doing progressive mid tempo, and that's pretty cool to see. Yeah, I really love Kindred. I think he's a great artist, and I think this album perfectly demonstrates like what he's good at. Honestly, fantastic project. Like, very few non-ads. Like, yeah, I feel like maybe like I had some issues with I had some issues with Doldrum. I had some issues with I think it was Covet. Maybe Nothing Is Anything. Did I add that? Okay, I didn't add Nothing Is Anything. So yeah, I think I had maybe some issues with the pacing of Nothing Is Anything, the pacing of Covet, and the pacing of Doldrum. But outside of that, man, I added pretty much everything. Yeah, really, really good album. Probably not my album of the year. I think as this year progresses, I feel like the better albums are gonna start coming out. Like, there's some insane albums I'm pretty massively excited for coming out this year in like multiple genres. But yeah, I think I think this might end up top 10 of the year because it is very, very well put together. It is very, very well put together. Yeah, really cool to see some artists still doing electro out there. Like, God bless electro music. Electro music, so underrated. Like, I feel like it just got left behind in like the 2010s. But no, like, as long as people like this are still out there making like electro music, we're so back. Like, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this long ass video. It's gonna be like almost an hour 30, pretty long. So yeah, that's about it, man. I'm X42 Reacts, and I will see you guys in the next one. X42 signing